today I will be mainly focused on Nutrilite Bilberry with Lutein. Okay, so this is the product, awesome product, a part of Nutrilite. So today I will be covering on that, and our main focus is how it benefits us, in what all the aspect it will be benefiting us. Okay, so let us start first. Let us understand the eye. Eye being one of the core, right? It is one of the core sensory organ, because major decisions what we take, they are based on the our vision. Even a word what our brain thinks, it is in the form of a picture. If we tell an elephant, it never think that, oh, elephant means ELEPHANT. It thinks a big elephant in the form of picture, and that will be formed only because of our eye, which is already fed that information into our brain, right? So that is where this eye comes in picture. Hope this picture is visible, right, clearly. So when we see, the eye is majorly divided into the front portion, which is visible to us, is the cornea, right, the middle center part, and rest is the area white which is visible. So what happens is, the light first enters through cornea, and behind cornea there is a pupil. So what happens is that pupil works only to focus based on the intensity of the light. If light is bright enough, the pupil will narrow and only allow portion of the light inside, and if the light is low enough, it will be very wide open, so that it will be covered. Okay, so now when this light enters through pupil, behind pupil there is a lens. So not like normal camera lens and all, there will be convex lens, concave lens, all those combination will create an optic length, right? So based on that, the magnitude of the picture zooming up will take place. So here the thing is, this lens is a natural, it's a natural gel type of lens which is filled with fat. So this fatty lens, due to these side muscles, those will take care of the increasing the width of it, so that the zooming or zoom out both are taken care. So the picture which is entering inside will be clear enough. Based on, if I want to see the near one object, it will be thinner. If it has to be far one, it will be. So it changes its shape. So once the light enters, it falls here. There is an inner layer that is called as retina. Okay, so the retina is the one which senses the light entering, what is that, and it detects in the form of its shape, size, color, all those things, and it will be fed to the brain. So what happens is, the choroid, this total choroid, this contains the millions of, total 120 millions of optic receptors. So optics serve these receptors. What they happen, they are the one which absorbs the light in different forms and they send to the brain. So this is the optic nerve which senses, right, which gives the sensation to the brain, the information carries to brain. So what is there, if we enlarge this retina, we will be finding there are two different type of cells. One is cone cell and another one is rod cell. So rod cells are cylindrical one, rod like structure, and cone cells are in the form of cone. So they are generally called as rod cells and cone cells. Rod cells are rich in rhodopsin. Rhodopsin is the one which is containing a lot of vitamin A, and the main function of rod cells is this detects the shape, size of any object what we see. Along with it allows us to see during the low vision, low light. So low light vision and everything is taken care by rod cells, and that is why if vitamin A is less, these rod cells will be not performing to their fullest, and the night blindness, all those things will be coming. Okay, so rod cells are those which take care of these functions. But whereas in case of cone cells, they are very important. So what happens is, when cone cells are there, so these cone cells, they will take care of the main color function, the acuity of the image, like the focusing, how clearly the image is, and the color distinguishing will happen because of the cone cells. If we consider the entire surface area of this retina, almost 120 millions of cone cells and rod cells are there, the optic receptors. But out of that, only 6 millions are cone cells. The maximum is rod cells only, and the cone cells are located only in this region. So what happens is, the major, if it is not properly, we can see color and everything will be seen only if it is, the side one will become blur. Okay, so where we focus, that will become more clear, more ocular. So this is how our eye works. So what is the main function of Nutrilite Bilberry with lutein? When we see, this formulation is totally designed in a way that it contains the bilberry extract, okay, it contains lutein, which is extracted from marigold flower, okay, which is highly rich in entire earth. If we take, the lutein is very highly abundance in presence is in marigold flower. Then it contains even black currant extract, that is also fruit extract. Then it contains even spinach extract. We know that even our forefathers or elders in our home, they tell that if you want to improve your vision, you eat lot of spinach, right? The green leafy vegetables. So that also is there. And along with that, it also contains vitamin A. So what are the main benefits? See, lutein being a yellow colored pigmented carotenoid. So what it does? So it usually functions in the form of, if we see the light, it has got multiple colors, right? And the most harmful part of the light is the blue light. So the blue rays are UV rays, they harm our entire vision. Okay, so this has got a property of absorbing that blue rays. This can block entire blue rays, and it doesn't allow. See, our red light is the vision light, visible range it is, right? But the blue light, if it passes and goes inside, there are filters here. Our eye can filter, but when the lutein portion get reduces, even blue rays enters the eye and the vision get impaired. So that is where the major function of lutein comes in the fiction. Then next is bilberry extract. So bilberry extract contains the anthocyanosides, right? Those anthocyanosides and blackcurrant, those mainly improve the functioning of vision. Okay, and not only that, they normalize the ocular pressure. This is completely filled with the fluid. So if they are not in abundance, the pressure inside the eye will increase, and that may lead to the ocular damage. Okay, so to avoid that, this bilberry extract and the blackcurrant extract, they help a lot. Yes, spinach, we know it contains lot of phytonutrients. Okay, so those phytonutrients also helps in a lot. And vitamin A, we know it is a very good part of the rod cells, that is part of rhodopsin. Okay, so there it helps in the vision during low light. So if the person is not able to see during night or during low light, it is clear indication that vitamin A is deficient. Usually when we see the beta carotene is nothing but it's a precursor of vitamin A. So either we can say that beta carotene is precursor of vitamin A, or we can say that vitamin A is a metabolic byproduct of beta carotene. Both the way. Once beta carotene enters our body, when it gets metabolized, it releases the vitamin A. So body has got that property to produce vitamin A by using the beta carotene. So there, the major function of this entire formulation, where lutein is 10 mg and bilberry extract is of 100 mg, then blackcurrant is 50 mg per serving, and spinach extract 1.5 mg, and vitamin A is 240.8 micrograms. Okay, so there, the main function of this is it strengthens the blood vessels inside the eye. We know that the blood vessels inside the eye, they are very minute, they are very sensitive. They are so sensitive that people nowadays, what they do, they harm their vision by going to the parlors where they give steam. If the eyes are not completely closed and protected with some cold object, what happens is it damages the blood vessels inside the eye and they get narrowed, and by that the blood circulation affected and they may lose their vision also. Along with that, the exposing our eyes to lot of smoke, okay, usually the people who smoke, okay, they lose their eyes very fast, eyesight, okay, that is one more reason. Then oxidative damage, that is there because of our habits, exposing ourselves to the bright lights, the focus lights, without protecting our eyes, okay, that is there. And during sunlight, going without proper protection. Then the major function of this is it prevents that all oxidative damage, the free radical damage which is happening to the eye. Then the age related macular diseases. So what happens is ARMD is the major concern nowadays. Earlier it was beyond 75 age. So all age related macular disorders were noted only after 75. Slowly it came to 60. Now it is beyond 40, 45, even 50. At the 50 people are getting noticing these type of things. Okay, so those age related macular disorders or cataract, or we discussed during the diabetes, the diabetic retinopathy, that is also a biggest concern. So what happens is during prolonged diabetic medication and all, people lose their eyesight, okay, it become blur. So that is also can be prevented if Bilberry with lutein is taken on regular basis. Okay, so next is, yes, this lutein protects, as we told that it protects the blue light, right? So where the blue light is there, the current lifestyle, it is full of all the gadgets, right? TV, the computers, either it is laptop or desktop, whatever it may be. Then the biggest culprit is mobile. So they emit lot of blue rays. So these blue lights, they harm our eyes like anything. So people, what they do, they usually fix the screen called anti-glare screen or anti-glare glass. Anti-glare is nothing but it minimizes the reflection. It avoids the reflection of light and that glare, blurriness, that can be. But it doesn't protect the passage of the blue light. There are cases where people who operated mobile in the dark during before sleeping for 3 to 4 hours continuously, okay, and when they got up in the morning, they lost their eyesight. So that type of case is also recorded. So when this we consider, the importance of lutein plays very important role, which is very well protective towards the blue light absorption, right? So when these are the known benefits towards the our vision health, but what about the added bonus benefits? See, the benefit of this lutein with Bilberry with lutein is it protects in the heart health. So why? How it is? It prevents the plaque formation. It improves the circulation. By that, it helps in the heart health. And next is, it also helps in the varicose vein. It strengthens our blood vessels, right? So it strengthens the blood vessels. By that, it improves the blood circulation and it helps in the improvement of the varicose vein. And the next is, it also helps in the reduction of increased blood glucose level. Okay, so in this way it helps apart from these known benefits. So the major thing is, it comes in the pack of 60 tablets, okay, with an MRP of 2159. The daily dose is 2 tablets at a time along with the meals. So when you consider 2 tablets, it will be 10 mg of the lutein and 100 ml of bilberry, all those things will be. Per serving it is 2 tablets. So a person's recommended dose is 2 tablets a day along with the meals. Who all can take? A person who works for prolonged time on gadgets, who want a good eyesight, okay, who are prone to cataract with a family history and all, okay, who are prone for diabetic retinopathy, they can prolong it, if they can prevent it, okay, they all can take this product on routine basis, because the amount of lutein required by the body, it is not being added. To support this product, we can even add our multi-carotene, daily, coenzyme Q10, okay, then salmon omega. These are the added products which enhances the effect of this product. Okay, so in this way we can improve our health, and we can, yes, we can pregnant women and the kids below 12 year age, they need to consult doctor before taking, because see, it depends on their health level whether they have some cardiac related issue or low BP, all those things. So it is better to consult with doctor, but otherwise it's very good to take. And just to tell about my own testimony, I am using this product on routine basis. Earlier I had got bifocal lens, a progressive, the distance as well as reading both. Okay, so after a consecutive usage, now I use only for reading. My distance power is normal now. Okay, I have only reading lens, and that's vision power is also, it was earlier 1.75, now it is 1.5 only. So in this way it helps a lot. It helps to improve eyesight if you use it before it damages to the level where you cannot come back. Prevention is always better than cure, right? So go for it and enjoy. Thank you very much.